Whenever I drive through Portsmouth, I always make sure I put my camera on because it's just such a fucking dodgy area. And yeah, I know I filter through it as well. It would be safer to just sit in traffic, maybe, but oh god, no. Many years ago, I'm heading off the island, and it's pitch black, like winter time. And I nipped up on the outside to get through the traffic that was slow moving. And there was another bike coming the other way, and he'd obviously whipped out. I think we both did it about 2 car lengths apart from each other, so we literally just got straight in front of each other. We passed each other with a car either side, so we've crossed, but there's cars crossing either side of us at the same time, and I swear he didn't even know I was there. Because we passed with, must have been inches. It could have been fucking a horrible crash. Is something you really do have to look out for? Just because you're filtering down the middle of the road doesn't mean that someone else won't be doing the same thing from the opposite direction. You know, it's something you have to be aware of. It doesn't seem to crop up as a problem very often, but I think if it does, it could be pretty freaking nasty. So it's worth mentioning for the newer riders out there. Although if you're new to riding, I would say that you can filter, but just don't try and go too far with it until you're absolutely confident about where the bike is and what it's going to do, because you'll end up taking someone's wing mirror off. And if you clip your bars or clip your brake, that's why handguards are great. If you tap something with your brake, obviously you get full braking power and you end up fucking decking it. So that's one of the reasons I love the handguards. It's also so I can just bash my way through bushes. You know, when you're new to riding, the very first few days or the first few rides, you can feel quite sort of uneasy about the whole thing because you're not entirely sure what you're doing. And over the course of a few weeks, you know, a few days, whatever, you feel comfortable on the bike all of a sudden. You suddenly have this confidence that you know what you're doing. That confidence, in my opinion, will be the strongest confidence in riding your bike you'll ever have, because it's blind. You're just like, I know exactly what I'm doing. Watch this. And then you learn. It's normally that first one you learn from, and then I'm not saying you're not confident, but I'm just saying you appreciate the situation that you're in, and no matter how good a rider you are, you can never be entirely sure of how that ride's going to go, because some people can do some stupid things and influence your ride. That's a nice way of putting crash, isn't it? Pull out in front of you and crash into you, influence your ride. He influenced his ride with the front of his car. He then influenced his face with his front wheels. It's like the poshest threat in the world. You, sir, you have done me wrong, and for this, I'm going to influence your face. Okay, Jesse, it's time for us to get some speed on. I'm not really overtaking much, am I? Shit! Don't look at that bit over there. Whoa, look at me fly! We'll go for a tuck. Embarrassing! There is a bike behind me and it's not overtaken me yet. This is strange. Is this pity? Is this really a pity? I'll stay behind the guy. Poor guy. It's a fucking vlogger. See, it's a fucking vlogger. I wonder who that is behind me. Look how fucking slowly he's going. Of course, I am assuming he is a vlogger and not just someone with a helmet camera, like why I had mine on in Portsmouth. It's a good idea, honestly. It removes any argument. Even if I'm not planning on vlogging, I always whack it on just for that little bit. I suppose this is a perfect opportunity to point out the fact that if you do want to get a camera, you know, like a cheaper Drift or something, for insurance purposes, you know, it doesn't have to be the really good, high quality video ones, you know, it's just as long as it can see what's going on, it removes all arguments in insurance cases. And of course you can get 10% off at actioncameras.co.uk if you use code IAMSPICY, links in the description. Also make sure they can hear you coming. You know, a lot of scooters get a lot of hate, but I have to say, I really like the Zoomer. because it isn't trying to be anything. It's not trying to be a sports bike or anything. It's two wheels and an engine, and it gets you around, and that's what it's supposed to do. I think this thing is fucking awesome. Anyway, I'll catch you next time. Yes, I'm in Tesco's again. Shut up.
Me, Spicy
like an ant
and
doesn't.
Jake the Garden Snake.
I mean, think of how many trillions, billions, unbelievable number of ants there's ever been.
If you wish to see this video,
I've never
you will
seen a
have to click
ghost
on the
ant.
link.